Right.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Veach season. We promise that we will not F up the upload.
Whoa. We did not. We didn't F up the upload.
The Royal Foolish Club Media, we personally don't upload our own audio. We have people who do that for us, specifically one big suit named Steven Serta.
Huge
who does
suit.
it for us. Huge suit. The
Huge.
biggest suit. Huge suit. And I don't know if he was drunk. Maybe had
Most
a
likely.
few gummies. I don't know what happened, or if just he was trying to multitask his lady and his work at the same time. Bitches and hoes.
Yeah. Definitely.
Hoes in different area codes, Steven. But he was trying to manage all that, and he accidentally uploaded not last week's episode, but the week before last week's episode. So we actually uploaded the same episode 2 weeks in a row.
I'm shocked he didn't get flagged
and
when I was uploading.
Well, the description was different. So the description for last week's episode didn't match what the episode actually was.
Oh, I bet.
And so, but it is fixed now. So if you didn't catch last week's episode and you wanted to, you can always go back.
It's a gold mine. It really is. It was a good episode.
It was really sad because it was such a fucking banger of an episode.
It truly was, actually.
I was like, Jesus, man! Of all the episodes to get fucked up, why is it got to be the one where we actually do not? The first time we don't shit the bed as content creators, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's the one that gets screwed up. So it's just, I get, was that Murphy's Law, right?
Well, I mean, heck,
Murphy Brown's Law. You're not old enough to remember Murphy Brown,
no,
are you?
I don't think it was way before my time.
Yeah, it was a TV show about a female news reporter, which in the 80s was like, whoa, holy shit! Watch out! This is
risque.
This is cutting edge shit here, So yeah, but shout out Candace Bergman, Murphy's Law. Or Murphy Brown, not Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law was a different show, and it's in a scientific principle. Murphy Brown. But yeah, so dude, before we get into it, I gotta give a shout out to my son. He's not ever gonna listen to this, obviously.
Very good.
He's not like the original Brian Senior who lets his child listen to our cold opening every single week.
That's fair.
And we're just ruining her childhood one episode at a time.
We're getting her cultured, either one.
Yeah, she knows what soaking is now. So she knows what beef curtains are, soaking is, and she knows that leprechaun semen tastes like Lucky Charms. So like every child should know. But except for my child. I don't want my child to know that shit. I don't want my child to know what a degenerate I am until he's much older, and then he's gonna be like, oh, so you are kind of cool. But it was my oldest boy's 5th birthday.
Oh
yesterday.
Wow! Wow! I bet
I was not prepared for it, Kramer. His past birthdays.
What do you mean you weren't prepared?
It's
the exact same day every single year.
No, I mean emotionally, I wasn't.
Oh! Did we get a breakdown? Did we get a Rocky breakdown?
A little bit of one, because my wife, goddamn it, on Instagram put up a montage of him, all of the photos and videos of him, 5 minutes of photos and videos of him, from newborn up until now. And of course the song, it was one of those songs that's like, I held your hand when you were a baby, and now you're walking and flying on your own, and spread your wings, and you're an eagle. Yeah, one of those fucking songs. Yeah, at least it wasn't Arms of an Angel. She knows enough. She doesn't know everything, but she knows enough to know that you can't be playing Arms of an Angel with pictures of my own child.
Yeah, that's a little taboo, actually.
Jesus Christ, yeah, I'm a degenerate, but fucking pump the brakes here, people. But yeah, no. And so she played a video like that, and I was not prepared to see videos of him as a newborn, and then him as a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old, and then the 5-year-old he is now, getting ready to go to kindergarten next year. And I think prior years I was fine with it because like even up until like 4, they're still just like a tiny little kid. It's like they're basically, especially when they turn 4, they're still basically like a 3-year-old toddler. Like that day from 3 to 4, but that day going from 4 to 5, like I looked at him and I'm like, holy fucking shit, you're a little kid now. Like you're not like a baby, you're not a toddler, like you're just like a full-fledged child, human, like little human child. And it's crazy. And I looked at my 2-year-old and I was like, don't you fucking change. Like you stay just the way you are for the rest of your life.
Before you know it, he's gonna be graduating from 6th grade, then 8th grade, then 12th grade, and then going on to college.
Nope,
Yeah.
I'm not ready for it.
That's called life, buddy.
I know. And I told my son, I was like, dude, you got to stop growing up. And he was like, Dad, I don't have a choice. And I was like, son of a bitch, why are you so rational about this?
You know, it's crazy. Whenever he graduates high school is when probably Patrick Mahomes is going to play his final year for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. And then Bronze Mahomes will be quarterback a couple years later.
I hope that's some big shoes to fill, man. Like that's a lot of pressure. That's so much pressure.
That Bronze is going to be like Jordan's kids were like, they played basketball, but they weren't ever that good.
Could possibly be. But
I think the issue was like Jordan was never around to be a dad because he was too busy gambling.
Being Jordan.
Right. And being Jordan. But I feel like Mahomes is a better father than Jordan ever was.
But I mean, let's pump the brakes a little more on that about Tony Gwynn and Tony Gwynn Jr. I mean, he had some big shoes to fill in the majors. He made the majors. He just wasn't his dad. That's what I'm comparing it to.
What about Vlad Guerrero Jr.?
He's been a stud.
What about Roberto Alomar and Sandy Alomar? Like they filled their dad's shoes.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Right. And so I mean, I feel like there are Peyton Manning and Archie Manning. Like
was Archie actually good in the NFL? Like was he like a
He's a Hall of Famer.
Okay. It escaped my mind.
Yeah. So I think Stacy fact checked that for me.
Yeah, I don't know if he is or not. That's what I'm like.
He is. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
If Stacy's there, that'd be great. If she's
Stacy, if you could fact check that for us real quick and get back to us, let us know.
It'd be awesome.
We'd really appreciate that. But no, I mean, I feel like there's plenty of kids who feel like look. Andrew Luck's dad was a quarterback in NFL Europe for the Scottish Claymores.
Come on, that's NFL Europe now. Let's
he's
not
way
act
better. Way better.
He's made more money in life because he also established the AAF, and then that's gone. But Charlie Ebersol kind of screwed that one.
Yeah, kind of screwed that one. Kind of screwed the pooch on that one. But I feel like there's lots of people whose kids. Like
I hope he turns out being great. I do. I do. I hope everybody's kids turn out being awesome, but it's just super, super rare.
DK Metcalf's dad was in the NFL as well. He was a defensive lineman or offensive lineman. I think he was an offensive lineman.
Did not know that.
Yeah, his mom was like a sprinter and his dad was like an offensive lineman. That's why he's big as fucking fast.
I'm pretty sure. I mean,
like the perfect combo.
Jack Wilson and Jacob Wilson, the Wilson, he's the athletic one that just signed that 7-year, $70 million deal. I think Jacob might be better than his dad. That's just from what I've been watching. So maybe watch it. What Bronze gonna be better than Pat?
Maybe I think Bronze could be better than Pat. I hope so.
That'd be awesome. Actually,
Peyton was better than Archie.
It's true.
You know, so
I mean, we still need to find out if Archie was a Hall of Famer or not, but we'll find out later on.
Where the fuck is Stacy when you need her? Fact check my heart, Stacy. I guess I'm gonna do my own fact checking for a change.
Well, I mean, then you also got like brothers that happened in Major League Baseball. The Molina brothers. There was 3 of them that made it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, Roberto and Sandy Alomar were
Hairston Jr., Jerry Hairston and Jerry Hairston Jr.
You had the fucking. Did you already say the Molinas?
Yeah, Yanni, Benji, and Jose.
Yeah.
That was such a fun segment back in the day with
all like the Molina speed, like the slowest guys in the major leagues.
Yeah, Name Your Molina on ESPN was awesome whenever they were mentioning that.
Okay, so Archie Manning is not in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, I kind of figured
he is beloved in New Orleans and in their Ring of Honor.
Yeah, so I didn't think he was that like great or like he was good, but he wasn't like good enough to make the Hall. He didn't get that. Knock on the door, kind of like Bill and old Kraft.
Yeah, but he was the Sporting News Player of the Year in 1978 in the NFL.
Oh, good job.
So he was a quality player. He was good, not great,
but not Hall of Fame worthy is what we're getting at. Patrick Mahomes, Hall of Fame worthy.
Yeah, but so like well, Peyton Manning may be Hall of Fame worthy.
He should be. Why wouldn't he?
Well, he is Hall of Fame worthy. I mean,
yeah.
Peyton Mannings's kid. I'm sorry, Peyton Manning's kids.
What Eli? Is Eli getting? Or is he?
I think Eli should be in.
He should be in too.
I think I'd put Eli in before I put Phillip Rivers in.
100%. Yes.
I put Eli in before they put those fuck faces in that made it in because Bill Belichick. So like, listen, Roger Craig was a great player, but I put Eli Manning in over Roger Craig.
What is Eli on the ballot yet?
Like Drew Robertson or whoever the quarterback was for the Bengals in like the 70s made it in over Belichick, right? Like that was one of the guys that Vahe Gregorian
voted him in.
Yeah, Vahe voted him in, and I respect the shit out of Vahe.
I do.
Love you, Vahe.
So I
respectfully disagree with the logic.
I was at Royals rally, and of course, I mean, it was like one of my final to be around with the mix and mingle around the players. I heard Vinny and giving Vahe a hard time.
Really?
Yeah, he was. He was.
He should. I mean, like, come on, Vahe. Like, you voted for a Bengals quarterback over Bill Belichick to go in the NFL because it was the only opportunity that guy was going to have to get in the Hall of Fame. Listen, if that's the guy's only opportunity to get in the Hall of Fame, then he probably doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame over Bill Belichick.
That's fair,
right?
But and also, here's the deal. I'm happy he spoke out about it, though.
Yeah, I agree. But like, if you're gonna say I didn't vote for Bill Belichick because he fucking cheated and because of Spygate alone, you want to say Spygate, he's a cheater, fuck him, I'm not voting him into the Hall of Fame. Okay, whatever, I respect that. But to say like, no, I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, but just next time because I wanted to vote for a Cincinnati Bengals quarterback over him, like that's where it starts to fall apart for me.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I will have you know, though, Kramer, I have come around on Pete Rose, and I do think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame.
He is.
Is he? They finally inducted him in?
Yeah, once he died, he's eligible. I don't know if they actually put him in there, but he can make the Hall of Fame now.
Well, I know he can make the Hall of Fame, but I'm saying I think he should.
No, I'm sorry, but you can't just gamble on the game. He was gambling while playing, man.
I understand he was gambling while playing, but he never bet against his own team
that we know of. He may be out there saying that whenever he was still alive.
They never proved that he.
Yeah, they don't have technology like they can't bust like Emmanuel Clase. Emmanuel Clase would have been fine back in the day. Doing his gambling, throwing the first pitch balls, but of course Pete Rose. I mean, you just don't know.
I'll say this: if Pete Rose gambled against his own, bet against his own team, then fuck him. He doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. But if his worst crime was that he literally put his money where his mouth was and bet on his boys to win,
man, I'd respect it.
I'm like, okay, like you can't do it, obviously, but like the guy deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Like it's not that bad of a sin. It's not that bad of a crime if your worst thing is that you literally bet on your guys to win.
He'll be if he's not already in, which I mean, State's even a fact check that. I'm pretty sure he's not. Right now. But he served his lifetime ban, so he's eligible to get in, though.
Good. Well, I hope he should get in. I mean, and that's a departure for me because before I was like, no, he shouldn't be in. He disrespected the game.
Then what made you change that then? Like that's what I'm curious.
Because I was thinking about it. Really was like I was thinking about like the idea of like what did he really do that was so bad? And was that he bet on his own team to win.
Let's be honest. The Riders weren't going to get him in anyways because of his attitude. So
yeah, they weren't going to let him in anyway because of his attitude. But like that was kind of what changed it. Like I'm still like Barry Bonds shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. I still don't think Mark McGwire should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't think Sammy Sosa should be in the Hall of Fame because they legitimately cheated the game. You know what I mean? So I don't think anybody that got caught cheating for the Astros should be in the Hall of Fame. You know, like fuck all those guys, all of them. Fuck everybody who cheated like that. Fuck Sean Payton for Bounty Gate. He shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
So you're out on Carlos Beltran being in the Hall of Fame because I think Carlos Beltran deservedly should be and needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Granted, he got voted into it.
I didn't say that.
But you said everybody on the Astros shouldn't be in. He was the ringleader. He was the one that orchestrated everything. The only reason why, I think that it's fine because everybody steals signs in baseball. Like that's common. I get it. They were using technology, banging on trash cans. Maybe there was a buzzer on Jose Altuve. We don't know. He didn't want no one to rip off a shirt. There's technology. Hell, if I'm on second base, I'm relaying the messages because this is before PitchCom where you can just press a button on your knee. Like if I'm on second base and I want to make sure my guy that's batting is that gets at least some sort of signal of like it's a fastball, the closed fist, open fist, and when you're leading off is the perfect go-to for that. So,
of course.
I mean, listen, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Let's be honest here.
Still signs here, but they took it to another level. And no, I don't think that Carlos Beltran should be banned, even though if he is on that team. Why? Because he may be an asshole, but he's our asshole. He wore a Royals uniform, so I'm okay with it. You get like if you're my asshole, then I'll forgive you for almost anything. But if you're not our asshole, then fuck you.
All right, but what if the bus shows that New York Met cap on?
Well, I mean,
which it will, which is hilarious.
Don't, Jesus, like what's that? Like, now you're talking like Jared Allen when he goes into the Hall of Fame, like
as a
being like, thank you, Vikings. We don't even go in as a specific player in the NFL. You go in as every team, but him like hardcore being like Viking skull, blah 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 blah.
Skull.
Yeah.
Skull.
I love you, Jared Allen. You're still my asshole. But
hopefully he's doing good. I haven't heard from him lately because I know he got that bit by that tick, that Lyme disease type thing where he can't eat meat. Yeah.
Jesus,
yeah.
That's
not good.
Fun. That's nothing to fuck around with either.
Nope.
All right. Well, that's that's what's going on in our neck of the woods. But okay, so time for everybody's favorite time of the show, though. It's time for What's Hot with Krame Dog.
Well, if you didn't hear it from last week, I sort of decided not to upload. I'll get another plug. So this upcoming Saturday, we will have Saturdays with Kramer and Ryan right here on Foolish Club Media's network starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's a morning show on Saturdays. Come hang out with us. Just pop on YouTube, pop on X, however you consume this. It will be podcasted after. But there's a new show coming out there, Saturdays with Kramer and Ryan. Rocky, if you're free, feel free to pop in. You'll see you can pop in whenever you want to, unannounced, which would actually be kind of hilarious if you actually did do that.
Show up. I'll be like who the fuck's this Ryan guy?
It pains me. I know we're about ready to get to the mix of the offseason here when it comes to the NFL, and I've seen a lot of offseason stuff, but it's going to pain me like seeing departures go because this week has been rough. Hell, this entire offseason has been rough when it comes to me watching baseball, knowing that Brendan Donovan was traded to the Seattle Mariners, and literally it sucks because like, man, this is my guy. Like, heck, there's a bobblehead of him right now. It's like I hate how the direction of teams go when it comes to baseball, but it's kind of parody itself. I've seen Nolan Arenado, Brendan Donovan, Sonny Gray, Wilson Contreras, to name at least 4 of the guys that were traded this past offseason, just be gone. And I know for a fact this upcoming offseason for the NFL, we're going to start seeing a lot of people that you wish that could stay may not be on this team anymore. Whether if it is a trade of Trent McDuffie, or if it is bringing in Jalen Watson or watching him walk. Same with Byron Cook. Hopefully, a re-signing of Travis Kelce can boost everybody's spirits up. But that's the thing. Don't be too attached to your guys, the ones that you're too behind, because you can always follow them wherever they go. But damn it, remember those memories, cherish those memories that you've seen your guys, your players, your favorite guys do on the field or off the field. Just cherish those moments. And every single sport, the game isn't for long, clearly, but always keep those memories in your back pocket and remember all the good and positive things. That's what's hot with Krame Dog.
Always remember Damian Williams, baby.
Yeah,
always
exactly.
Williams in the Super Bowl. Always remember playoff Sammy. Always remember L'Jarius Sneed shutting down literally fucking everybody.
That punch out for Zay Flowers trying to jump into the end zone.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that play's talked about enough at all.
It was so clutch. It was one of the clutch like L'Jarius Sneed in that playoff run was probably the most elite cornerback play that we've seen. You know, I mean, since like Richard Sherman and like Legion of Boom days kind of thing. He was legitimately shut down, locked down. You could not get a yard on him, and he was blitzing, run defense, making plays all over the field. Yeah, I 100% agree with you, Krame. You do gotta love the guys when Nick Allegretti winning the Super Bowl for us with a blown out elbow, right? Nick Allegretti running up and down the sideline because he knew that there was nobody behind him, run up and down the sideline screaming, I need an elbow brace. I need a fucking elbow brace. You know, because he had fucking dislocated and like tore his elbow out and like and just went back in there and finished the Super Bowl. You know, like, I mean, like, yeah, these heroic efforts by some of these guys that aren't going to be around anymore. Drew Tranquil is another guy, Noah Gray, guys who have been a part of the success that might be here next year, might not be here next year, but probably won't be here the year after that. the Chiefs have a lot of decisions to make.
Mhm.
They're not in a great cap space situation at the moment, but they can free up a ton of cap space by reworking Patrick Mahomes' contract. They can go from like the $54 million over the cap right now, and they go to $31 million under the cap by restructuring Mahomes, releasing Jawan Taylor, and releasing Noah Gray, and releasing Mike Dana.
They can just go. Brett can just go in his backyard and get that money tree and start shaking it. That's what he needs to start doing right now. I mean, this might be a little hot take-ish. Also, Jalen Moore. Sorry, but I didn't see enough from you to be like, oh, we need to keep a hold of this guy because he's the 5th highest paid player on the Chiefs entering next season. From that, we know that's on paper right now.
That being said, like $13 million for swing tackle in the NFL, shockingly, is about what it costs. And so
that's disgusting.
He's not overpaid for what he does. It's just he's the 5th highest paid person because the Chiefs roster is always so top heavy because of Patrick Mahomes and Chris Jones.
Do the Chiefs cut Chris Jones?
No, because it cost them like $77 million.
Gosh,
there's no way.
But Tua is going to get cut by the Dolphins here soon. But I mean, that's $100 million dead cap, which that's
a lot of money that comes out the books next year. And so the Chiefs aren't going to cut Chris Jones, and I don't think they're going to rework him. They could rework him and save like $30 million this year, but then they would add 2 void years onto the back of his contract. Ugh. And the Chiefs don't like void years.
Yeah, don't do that.
So I do think that Mike Dana at $13 million and only with like a $4 million cap hit, it's like $4 or $5 million cap hit if you cut him, is a cut candidate to save $8 million. And the same for Noah Gray. And then Jawan Taylor saves you like $20 million if you cut him. So
I know you also save money if you cut Drew because he's on a 1 year right now that it's just might as well cut him.
Yeah, but the problem is
scissors
with Leo Chenal no longer with it, like a free agent. If you don't have Leo Chenal, if you don't have Leo Chenal back in house though, then cutting Drew Tranquill is kind of a risky move.
You cut Drew Tranquill to get Leo Chenal back. That's
I would say you have to time that just right, because what if you cut Drew Tranquill and then you don't get Leo Chenal back?
Well, money talks, man. Money talks.
I agree, but you gotta play it just right. Honest to God, like the Chiefs won't draft a linebacker this draft cycle, I don't think. But if they did, like if they got Jacob Rodriguez in the 3rd round, like that'd be
he's quick.
Stud. He's a stud.
He clogs holes. Like he makes sure the running back doesn't get to any type of leverage area.
He straight up lit up the Senior Bowl last week. Like he was all over the place on the one-on-ones and just glued to people in coverage to running backs. He is a legit stud, and so I wouldn't hate that. But the problem is that she's got a lot of holes, and if you're gonna draft Jacob Rodriguez in the 3rd round, then you're saying, okay, well, did we draft a running back in the 1st or 2nd round? Because if we didn't, then we're pushing running back to pick 109, and we're picking a running back outside of the top 100 again. And you're saying, okay, so what's a bigger need? Are a 3rd linebacker or a starting running back? Because if you haven't taken a running back by that point, then you got to really start thinking about it, because you don't want to be too far into the back of the draft. Even though, spoiler alert, later in the draft we're going to talk about day 3 running backs.
There is a day 3 running back I like a lot.
There's a couple of them.
He's better than what we've seen, a 7th rounder Pacheco and a 7th rounder Brashard Smith. There's one guy you put on your list that I'm like, yeah.
I would take every single one of these guys over anybody who was on the Chiefs last year.
Absolutely agree. 100%.
That I have on this list. So that is encouraging. But that being said, I would still rather have an Emmett Johnson or a Jadarian Price.
Emmett Johnson at least.
Yeah, Emmett Johnson is a stud.
You could get him. You probably get him in the late 2nd, early 3rd.
That's what I'm saying. He's projected to be somewhere in like the 60s. In like the 60s to 80s right now, and so that 74 pick, that 3rd rounder, is a nice sweet spot.
So Goldilocks zone.
You have to take a guy like Emmett Johnson. Nicholas Singleton is another dude who I really liked in the 3rd round. Broke his foot at the Senior Bowl.
I missed that. What?
Yeah, broke his. That's why he left the Senior Bowl early. Reportedly, his dad said he broke his foot.
Hey, that's never stopped the Kansas City Chiefs team to get the guy that's hurt and get him rebuilt and bring him back out there.
So I mean, he should probably be ready. He'll be ready by the start of the season.
Foot, that's not good. Do we know if it's left or his right foot?
I don't know. His dad didn't say.
Hopefully, it's not. It's not his non-dominant one, like the one that you kick with the kickball. I hope it's not that one.
Yeah, and hopefully it's like more like a plantar fasciitis type of like fracture than like a
that would
clean
suck.
break. So yeah, but instead of like a clean break, right? Because like
I've had plantar fasciitis. It's not fun.
It's not, but the healing time is shorter than like a clean foot break that requires.
That's
like
fair, but true. But man, it's not fun. It's not. Oh, I was hobbling for weeks.
It hurts. It hurts.
Of course, my dumbass didn't want to use crutches, so I'm limping the entire time wherever I get to go. I was in college too.
Roll up one pant leg, so you at least looked like you were like you're doing it on purpose, like you were just like Malibu's Most Wanted out there walking through the college campus.
Not doing that. No, I was like hopping on like one leg trying to get to one. Luckily, in college, like when the time that had happened, I was just in one hall, so luckily I could just not go as far and utilize the. It was like only 2. Yeah, it was 3 floors, but I utilized the 2, but by using the elevator, so it was kind of nice.
Well, there you go. What college were you at?
Northwest Missouri State University. Go Bearcats!
Oh, go Bearcats! Yeah, like a good football program there,
dude. It was a great football program when I was there. I got the tail end of it whenever when Rich Wright took over. But then ever since then, I mean, heck, I was just at the Pitt State and Northwest game for the MIAA championship, and of course, Pitt State beat my Northwests. But I was sidelined for that game. It was pretty sweet.
That's pretty cool. Look at you. Yeah, you were like you were like Michael Irvin, and
I basically was.
Everybody like just the alumni down there on the sideline.
That's how it was.
That's awesome. Oh, dude, that's super cool. All right, well, moving on. Some big news in huge news in Chiefs Keelan. 2 things actually. First thing is the Chiefs allegedly called it, by the way. Requested to interview Dylan McCullough for their vacant running back coaching position. And so that's interesting because, he was here with Eric Bieniemy previously and had a lot of success. He got like 1,600 yards out of like Darrell Williams, Damian Williams, and Shady McCoy. So,
Darrell Williams. I haven't heard that name forever.
Yeah, he got like a shit ton of he got a shit ton of like all-purpose yards out of some very very mid running back names, and so
that's good.
But at the same time, McCullough is currently employed by your team.
I know. I'm hoping he stays there, but
the Las Vegas Faders. But also,
I think he stays.
The interesting thing is,
you have Ashton Jenny to coach up. Why leave?
Because you could have Jeremiah Love again.
Oh, okay.
Or Jadarian Price.
Ashton Genty 10 times better than them guys. Just to let you know that.
Than Jeremiah Love.
Yes. He's better than Jeremiah Love, hands down. Let's not act like he's not. Come on, Rocky. Stop.
Oh my God.
Stop.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Oh man, just keep drinking that Kool-Aid that Mark Davis is feeding you, big guy.
Did you see Fernando Mendoza's Sunday conversation? Can't wait to see him don the silver and black.
Oh man, did you see that the tweet by who was it? It was like Fernando Mendoza says he's addicted to winning, and it was like, and then like there was somebody retweeted and they're like the Raiders once again helping a guy beat his addiction.
I did see that. There was also someone some gal decided to like post a thing of like exposing Fernando Mendoza like during class and stuff, and she was like I thought when I clicked on it, of course it's a clickbait worthy type of headline, like, oh, you're exposing what bad has he done? And she was actually calling out like how he would laugh off the professor making fun of him, making fun of football players itself, and he was clapping back with the right answers in their law school. And he was basically answering all the law questions correctly and baffling the actual professor itself. So I thought that was a good one. Big brain.
Well, then if he has a really big brain, what he'll do is he'll pull Eli Manning, and when they draft him, say, "I refuse to play for you, trade me," like Eli Manning did with the Chargers. Right? Do you remember that? The Chargers drafted Eli Manning, and Eli Manning was like, "I'm not playing for you."
Wasn't Rivers already there?
Yeah. They drafted. So here's the deal: was they drafted Eli Manning. Eli Manning was like, "I'm not playing for you. Trade me to New York." And so then New York was like, "Okay, we'll trade for Eli Manning." And then they traded. New York gave them their first round pick and like some other stuff, and then they got Eli Manning, and then the Chargers drafted Phillip Rivers.
Got you. That's how that worked out, because I remember that being like
Drew Brees was still there though.
Yeah, Drew Brees was still there. Wasn't
there
Brees like in year 2 or year 3 of his rookie deal?
So he was in the final. He was going into the final year of his 4th year of his rookie deal because he was a 2nd round draft pick, and he was considered a bust. And so they drafted Phillip Rivers, and then he completely like just showed out and had a great year. And then they were like, "Oh well, fuck, we have Phillip Rivers," and so they chose Phillip Rivers over Drew Brees. And newsflash, wrong decision. Phillip Rivers was a fine quarterback, but I think Drew Brees going on to having the most passing yards in NFL history may have been the better selection. Craig is in the comments over here and saying, "You better have it together for tomorrow." Craig, if you weren't listening in the beginning, it wasn't us. Serta is the one that uploads the audio. Yeah. Serta is the one that uploads the audio. We did not upload the audio. Serta,
don't blame us.
Serta ate one too many gummies, and he had his lady in his ear, and he was trying to multitask, and he just put the wrong fucking episode up. It's not our fault.
Hey, the right episode was on YouTube though.
Yeah, the right episode is on YouTube, and the right episode is now on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, so you can go back and listen to it. It is a fucking banger.
It's a good podcast. Like we actually talk sports for the majority of the time. I wouldn't say all the time. Majority of the time.
I mean, yeah, we talked about some other shit too. Well, okay. Do you consider our talk about Mike McCarthy talking about sports?
Oh, you're right. I forgot we talked about Big Mike. Oh wait, I can't say that. I can't say Big Mike.
No, yeah, you can't say it. I can say Big Mike, that fat fuck. Go chase another hot dog down the sidelines, pork boy.
Jeez, oh my gosh!
All right, get out there, Porky.
Oh man,
no, I'm not fat shaming Mike McCarthy because he's fat. I'm fat shaming him because he's a shitty football coach.
Oh come on, he's a Super Bowl winning football coach. Come on, let's
anybody
not act like
can win the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers playing like that.
It's true. Aaron Rodgers he still is a stud.
He was a fucking stud that year, though, in that Super Bowl.
Didn't he have like only one interception the entire season?
Something like that. But I remember that Super Bowl, he was throwing balls into windows. Like he was just playing like out of his mind, like Hall of Fame level football. And so there was no way that he was going to lose that game. And so, Mike McCarthy literally lucked into having Aaron Rodgers. But also other big news aside from Dylan McCullough, supposedly the Chiefs wanted to interview him for their vacant running back coach position. Old big guy Matt Nagy found his new home. He is now the OC of the New York Giants. He got to go to a place where he gets to call the plays.
Are we sure he's calling the plays? Like, let's be honest. Is he actually going to be calling the plays?
John Harbaugh's not going to be calling the plays. Are you kidding me? Harbaugh was a defensive coach who turned into a special teams guru, but he's not going to be calling the plays. Matt Nagy
wouldn't you think you'd want to have some of his hand like in on what Jackson Dart's going to do? Because I mean, John Harbaugh was the biggest proponent of getting Lamar Jackson reps at quarterback. So I mean, let's not act like Harbaugh's not going to have his say in a little bit of what Jackson Dart's going to do. He also probably tell Jackson Dart not to run too much.
He's the head coach. Of course, he's going to say that.
I'm hoping.
But here's the deal. Is I feel bad for Jackson Dart, man, because I listen, like Brian Daboll was a shitty head coach, but at least he had a good OC. Yeah. I'm so afraid that he's gonna go the way of Mitch Trubisky and Josh Fields. And or Justin Fields. Said Josh.
I mean, I mean, he sucks anyways. Josh Fields is a former third baseman for the Chicago White Sox. So,
yeah, that's true. He is. I do remember that. I was thinking, and also when I said Josh Fields, I thought Josh Hamilton also
former baseman, former
who essentially the he's like the Max Crosby version of a baseball player, except for didn't Hamilton fall off the wagon, right? I think so.
I don't know if he fell out. Wait, he rehabbed. He got off the wagon once he was in Cincinnati, but he turned it back on whenever he was in Texas. But not like turning it back on, like him injecting himself.
No,
again,
but I think that like after he was in Texas, he went somewhere else.
Yeah, Los Angeles. He signed a big deal with the Angels when they brought in C.J. Wilson, they brought in Josh, and they brought in Ira Pujols just for Mike Trout. Nothing happened.
Well, I think that Josh Hamilton fell off the bandwagon when he was in California again.
Oh, that sucks.
I think that's what happened to him.
I did not know that.
I thought I saw an interview where he was talking about it. It's okay. You can take it out on us anytime. I'm sorry that it's been a rough day. Hopefully the day at least gave you a little bit of lube before it raw dogged you, bro. I had a little bit of a rough day myself, and so I hear you, buddy. I'm sorry that you had a bad day.
My inside's having a rough day.
Oh yeah, Kramer might shit himself live on the air, you guys.
I'm hoping it doesn't happen.
We have to keep this episode a little short today because he is legitimately. My
sphincter is tight right now. I'm
like he legitimately has like a ticking clock in his pants right now before his sphincter is just gradually loosening open a little bit by a little bit with every second that passes. And if it gets too open, then it's just going to be the floodgates are going to open.
Have you ever
he's going to levitate off the seat with his shit. Sorry.
Have you ever had that feeling whenever like you're sitting on a toilet and like you're sitting there and like you lean forward a little bit and you come back up and when you go back down again, all you feel is these bubbles start from like the upper underneath your nipples, go all the way straight down to your gut. You just feel everything just start turning and turning and turning. Then once you lift back up again, everything just comes on out. That's what we're dealing with right now.
I'm in my 40s, Kramer. That's just called a normal shit for me at this
Dude,
point in my life. It starts in my throat. It just goes all the way down, turns into heartburn in my chest, and then works its way through my stomach, and then just comes out in straight liquid fire out of my asshole and just paints the inside of the toilet. Yeah, it's
caking
that
nothing, stuff.
It's nothing. That's nothing to write home about. It's 1-star review. Do not recommend. All right, moving on. So we do. I don't know if you're aware of this, Kramer, because neither of our teams are in the Super Bowl this year.
No kidding.
Shocking, the Raiders aren't in the Super Bowl this year.
It's crazy. You do not have a bowl cut of Mr. Mark Davis.
Shit. I do gotta do that, don't I? I thought you said I didn't have to do that after all.
But hold on. No, then you said that you know what? A bet's a bet. I will do it. That's pretty much what you said.
Bet's a bet. I guess I'm gonna have to do it. Well, fuck. Okay, got to get a bowl for the next episode. And so much for my beautiful hair. It's gone. It's gonna.
No, it's okay. Don't you? I already told you don't have to do it, but now you're just doubling down, even to double down again.
Yeah. Oh, so okay. So if the Chiefs don't win the Super Bowl next year, then what do I got to do?
You absolutely have to do it.
Okay. Listen, I'll do it, and I'll also get a matching. I'll make sure the carpet matches the drapes.
Hell yeah!
I got to get a Mark Davis bowl cut in my pubes to match my hair.
Hell yeah!
And then of course, obviously, I'll do it live on the air. So we're definitely gonna get canceled when I'm sitting there.
No, don't. We're not. Yeah, don't
manscaping. When I'm manscaping live on Veach season with my full 3.5 inches out, fully erect. Yeah, it's you'll see why you'll see what that Sarah McLachlan song's all about. I'll put it on the background to make sure that it's that's at full size.
Speaking of chubs, is Vrabel's getting his chub knocked off this week?
Yeah, 100% he is. 100%
You think the Patriots win? You think the Patriots beat the Seahawks then?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about is he going to get like? Oh no, yeah, he's not going to chop his dick off this week because they're not going to win. No.
Okay, that's what I thought too.
No, I thought you meant like he's going to be like disappointed, and I forgot he said he would chop his dick off to win a Super Bowl. No, I think that the Seattle Seahawks win by 3 touchdowns.
Dude, man, Kenneth Walker, who can stop him?
I think they just kicked the shit out of out of New England. I think Kenneth Walker runs all over the place. I think Jackson Smith and Jigba has 150 yards receiving. And I think that
I don't know about that part because I think
works.
Christian Gonzalez might be able to shut him down maybe to a little bit, but I think Cooper Kupp has a day. I think Cooper Kupp's the dark horse, and I think Cooper Kupp's the MVP.
Could be. I mean, I think one of their wide receivers is going to be the MVP.
You know what? It'd be awesome if Sam Darnold was. Like, man, I love Sam Darnold. I always loved him whenever he was at USC. I felt completely bad for him when he was drafted to the Jets. He was put in a shitty situation. It was just after the Geno Smith experiment failed. And, like, he had some big shoes to fill in a tough-ass market. And it just didn't work out. And I'm glad he's not seeing ghosts no more.
Yeah, me too. I mean, he's like Alex Smith plus story at this point, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I hope that he gets a Super Bowl ring. I hope he continues to be very successful in Seattle, and I wish him nothing but the best. Because guess what, the Seattle Seahawks are not a threat to either one of our teams, and so they're on the other side of the league, and so let the Seahawks be good. I don't give a shit.
I'm curious to see how bad the drop off is going to be when Clint Kubiak is not with Sam Darnold anymore. Because remember, he was there with him in Minnesota, and he was there in Seattle. So it's gonna be weird. I'm curious to see what Sam Darnold does, but that only means great things for Fernando Mendoza.
You know, so you're excited about the Clint Kubiak?
Yeah. It's not Brian Daboll. Of course, I'm excited for it.
Oh my god, that's like one of the most underwhelming signings I think I've ever seen.
What do you mean? No, it's a great signing. I love it.
This home run. Okay, like we'll see how it works out for the Raiders here.
It's going to be
or Fernando Mendoza.
I bet you anything they also get a wide receiver weapon, and they're going to trade for one.
They're going to trade for George Pickens. Is that what's going to happen?
Justin Jefferson.
Oh, they're going to trade for Justin Jefferson. Okay,
Jay Jetta. It's going to happen.
Or Jay Jetta. Jesus Christ! Like what a miserable life for him. Like I think that happened. Devontae Adams might call him up personally and be like, "Don't do it. Like just don't do it, bro." Like,
it's not the same. It's not the same regime when Devontae was there. That's there right now.
It's the same ownership group.
It's changed 3 different times, man.
I know it's the same ownership though that keeps fucking things up. So
I think they got it finally right. Because don't you want the Raiders to at least be somewhat relevant?
No, I want the Raiders.
It's great for the rivalry for you guys.
No, it isn't. The Raiders getting the shit kicked out of them every single time we play them and being fucking horrible is great for the rivalry because I like to watch them just get the shit kicked out of them over and over again. Like I don't want to see my worst enemy do good. I want to see him be fucking destroyed.
Have a good night, Greg.
Good night, Bronx. We love you, buddy. Be safe. Sweet dreams, big guy. Dream of us. Hey, dude, dream of us. Have a dream about me and Kramer and you doing something fucking weird. If we see each other in the dream, let's all. If you have the same dream that we have, if we all 3 have the same dream tonight, we see each other in our dreams. Let's all give each other a high five.
All right.
Cool.
It better be at a bar or something because a pint sounds good right now.
Oh man, I had a Guinness for like the first time in like months this weekend, and it was tasty. It was just the right weather for a Guinness down here.
I haven't drank in a while. Hey, have you? Speaking of the weather down there, have you cooked up so many iguana?
No, I have not, because most of the iguanas are like more in southern Florida. So we have like house lizards, but there's no meat on these house lizards like that big. And so if I saw a kid last week at the playground with his pet iguana, and I was like, oh shit, maybe I should eat that iguana. I'll just take that kid's pet iguana. He's not lucky, just like you're taking candy from a baby, but it's a 10-year-old boy with like a 4-foot iguana. I just kick his ass down the slide and take the iguana and walk away.
Eating it alive.
Yeah, just eat it away. Just chop the tail off and just cook it, roast it right there in the middle of the city park.
I just can't believe people are getting like butthurt or sad about all these iguanas freezing. They're invasive species to Florida, man. Like they're wrecking havoc, like the damn reptiles, like the goddamn snakes, the fucking ferrets. Like there's too many things down there.
It happens every year. They fall out of the trees down here and they freeze to death. Like it's nothing new. Like
of course, social media wants to go wild with it.
It's a yearly thing that happens down here, and
it's good.
I haven't heard anybody lose sleep over it down here in Florida that I know.
Oh, dude, it's all over social media up here in the Midwest. Like people are like,
but do they live in Florida?
No, they don't.
Florida, like believe us, we don't we're not losing sleep over another reptile dying down here. Like literally, we got like invasive anacondas. We got literally there'll be like a 12-foot fucking alligator just hanging out in your cul-de-sac when you wake up in the morning. Like
that's not cool, man. I can't do
like,
that. No, thank you.
yeah. So I mean, there are a lot of dangerous animals
I couldn't
in the
do
state
it.
of Florida.
Wouldn't want to live there.
It is cool though, because you get to see like a fucking huge ass alligator just on the side of the road, and like literally there's buzzards like literally behind the Publix grocery store every Saturday morning because they throw out the old meat, and we're talking like 6-foot wingspan buzzards, like flocks of buzzards eating meat out of the dumpsters and all sorts of shit down here. You got sandhill cranes that are like 5 feet tall, just walking through the neighborhood, wild turkeys. I mean, like you name it, like that's fucking down here, man. And so it's great. It's like living in a zoo.
I like where I live. I do. I think Kansas City is a great spot to be at, not to worry about any type of animal getting you, unless a deer's around in front of the road and you hit it.
Kansas and Missouri, they got cougars. I'm not talking about hot moms. I'm talking about mountain lions.
They're down at the Peanut, you know.
Yeah, they got cougars down at the Peanut. They'll rip your pants off. They'll yank them right off you there at the Peanut. And listen, their lips are covered in hot sauce, and you don't want that.
No, burn. Yeah, no, you're right. No, there are cougars around here. Like there was a mountain lion up in St. Joe the other about 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, they exist. They're native. They're native to Kansas and Missouri and
there's
the Midwest.
Bears down south. They like to journey up north.
Yep. We also have black bears in Florida and red bears and panthers as well. You know, yeah, skunk apes. We do have the skunk apes, but you guys got the the northern woodland yetis. So so it's kind of skunk apes and they're close. They're close relatives.
They're cousins, you know.
What we don't have down here and I don't think they made it far enough down south to you guys yet, but in the northern states along the Canadian border, they got issues with super pigs coming across the border from Canada. What? So because in the early to mid 2000s, Canada's like boar market, like boar meat industry collapsed, and so all these companies went out of business and just released like their boars that they were breeding into the wild, and so these like pigs who were like 5, 6, 7, 800-pound pigs started mating with wild boars, and they've made this like huge invasive species of wild boar that they call super pigs, and it's like a boar pig hybrid that are like 800, 900 pounds and just like coming across the U.S. border and like the Adirondacks and shit.
So a man bear pig is actually real from South Park.
Yeah, so man bear pig is a real thing, and they will eat your ass, and they are mean. They're mean sons of cussers.
I've watched enough Deadwood over the last month and a half to where I know that's where you throw the dead bodies. So
yeah, that's exactly where you throw the dead bodies. And so yeah, you got to watch out for the super pigs. They're as big as a bear. They're a pig that's as big as a bear, man. And so
crazy. That's absolutely wild. I hope they don't make it to here.
Yeah, they're still pretty north. So you don't got to worry about
that way.
Don't worry about it yet. Yeah, there's actually the American like the New York State Fish and Gaming like rangers are like they're like shoot them on site. Like,
well, I mean, kind of like that with snakeheads. You want to shoot those or kill those on site as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least with these boars, though, I mean, you got like 800 pounds of bacon and ham and shit to eat.
That's true. I mean, that's a good point. But
I wouldn't be mad about it.
Would it be good? Do you think it'd be good?
Well, considering that they're hybrids of meat industry, you know, boars that were raised,
they got to be good
to be slaughtered. They got to be fucking good. I bet you they're tasty as shit. I would too. I mean, there's not a living thing I wouldn't eat if it wasn't endangered.
That's
at
true.
least once. You know.
No, I agree.
And so
wait,
yeah.
Hold up. Have you had?
Is this it's a cannibalism talk?
No. Have you had dog?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm taking the fifth on that one. I'm not.
You have? Wow.
I'm not gonna get canceled.
Only reason why I asked that because I mean you've been in the Philippines, so I'm assuming that's probably one of the dishes you could have.
So in the Philippines, it's actually illegal to eat dog.
Good.
And it's
but cat. You had cat.
And yeah, you're not allowed to eat cat either in the Philippines. But in the mountain regions, it is something that they eat to sustain themselves because there's a lack of food sources up there.
Which makes sense.
But I did not eat dog when I lived in the Philippines. But when I was 20, I traveled to China and I spent a month in mainland China. and it's like a food industry there. Like it's like there's literally like, I mean, it's disgusting. I regret it. I'm saying this right now. I regret trying that. It was not.
Was it not
I would
good?
not do. No, it's not that it wasn't good. Is that I don't. I love
Morally?
dogs. I feel horrible about it. Yeah, I was a stupid 20-year-old, and I traveling the world. But it is like they're like you just like go to the grocery store and stuff, and it's like there, like it's just a meat
It's
thing.
just rotating on the skewers.
Yeah, no, like you can go. I went to
man.
I went to a restaurant in the middle of town and ordered it. Like it was like on the
Nothing wrong with
menu.
that. I mean, if it's what they do in their culture, I'm not knocking on it. I mean, I'd try it too. I don't care. It's not like you're eating another human. I mean, unless have you?
No, but would I?
If we're on a castaway type moment, like not you and I, but like if I'm with a stranger over there, it's either me or him. Yeah.
Like I'm not killing somebody to eat them to survive. Well, I'm not even doing that.
I agree.
But like if I'm just like hanging out and like there's this guy that's like, oh man, I'm like there's like this 23-year-old guy who's a vegan who I know has never done drugs. He's completely grass fed and he's super in shape and looks like he's pretty tasty.
I feel like he'd be too tough.
And he but like maybe it's like a little bit of baby fat on him, just a little bit of just smidge of baby fat on him.
That's the only part you want to eat.
And and then he like actually walks out in front of a bus and gets hit and like is dead on sight. And at that point, if he was like, "Hey, I'm okay with you eating my body after I'm dead," and he was already dead of like not natural causes, but like that he didn't like have a disease or anything.
If there's a bus hitting him, you could probably go find food.
Well, I didn't say it was like a survival situation. I was saying I'm trying to think of the most morally like.
Gotcha.
I guess survival is probably a more morally justifiable reason.
It's kind of like how people's like last. I mean, I don't know if it's in people's wills or the last rites or whatever it is, but you know how people like want to like there's a new trend now where like when you die you want to get buried like and you become a tree or something like that. Maybe someone's like, no, I want to be like hibachied up and served to people.
So that's the thing. So this guy like does like okay, when I die, I want to be like I want to take me to the butcher, dry age my steaks, and then give them to my loved ones. And I like inherited his meat from him after he died in his will. Like I would like if I loved him as a person, I'd feel sad not to do it at that point.
That's a good point.
It's his last like will and testament. It was his final request on this earth is for me to consume him. So I mean, if that was the case, I would consider eating you, Kramer. If you leave me your body, if you leave me steaks harvested from your body in your will,
now
I will eat you.
Kids will look at that and be like, "What the fuck is this?"
What do you mean? What do you mean his ribs go to Rocky? In the smoke. What the fuck? Oh man, I hope you leave me your ribs. I will smoke the shit out of those things.
Right back at you, buddy.
Yeah, man, I will do them justice. I will make I'll eat them. I'll eat them during a Chiefs game. I promise. Like it'll be the best thing we ever had. I'll save some and I'll give them to your wife and hopefully by that point your future children. I'll give some dessert. Heck, I'll save a couple. And we'll just like I'll give little pieces and I'll freeze dry them or whatever and send them out to the listeners. I'll make some Kramer. I'll take some Kramer jerky and I'll raffle them off for charity here live on the air.
Oh man, oh gosh.
But let's be honest, I'm dying before you, so I'm gonna leave you my body to eat.
Heck, from how my insides are right now, I don't know about that, man.
No, that's true. But then I said I want to eat a non-diseased person. So.
I don't have any disease. It's just I don't know what the fuck's going on with me.
I hope it's.
How did we get here?
Well, how do we ever get here, Kramer? All right, before we get out of here, let's talk about some sleepers in the draft this year at running back, and then we're gonna get out of here because I don't want you to shit your pants.
Thank you.
So first of all, a couple guys that I love so far. We talked a little bit about Mike Washington from Arkansas. 6'2", 230, has breakaway speed, runs with power, enough agility for his size. probably a 5th round pick, and I think that
could drop.
Yeah, I think that what he runs, how fast he runs is gonna matter. I could see him running in the 4.5s though pretty easily, and if he does that, I think that he could be a bell cow running back in the NFL.
I wouldn't say bell cow. Like, I feel like he's like a Blake Corum type. Like he has to like wait a little bit, but he'll get his run.
Yeah, but he's much bigger than Corum.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like how Blake Corum started from basically the bottom. Now he's here when it comes to being on the Rams.
Started at the bottom. Now we're here. He's gonna be like Drake. He's gonna be the Drake of.
Well, I mean, he was running back 4 to begin his career. He was running back 3 to begin the season. He ended up being 2 to 1. Like, I mean, then he was.
He's a fucking stud.
He is a fucking stud. Go blue.
All right. Who was the guy on the list that you said that you absolutely love? And
Kalen Black of Alabama, man, dude, that guy. I think
Indiana.
That's sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Same red school. I mean, it's not the same school. But they wear red. He is just an absolute. I think he's a freak, man. Like agility wise, he can find the hole, he can read the blocks, and he's quick. Like he is quick to find the hole and get to that second level. Like I love him a lot.
I like him because, like you said, he's good. He has great vision. He'll find the hole because he is like a one cut and get up field type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he runs through contact so well for his size. Also, like he doesn't you're not going to get an arm tackle. Like basically he iced the game for Indiana by running through arm tackles. Like you're not going to arm tackle him. He's going to break tackles. His legs keep churning. Roman Himby is the guy that gets all the pop out of Indiana, but I think Kalen Black might be the better pro. And I think he might be the guy. He's explosive once he gets to the second level too. He does have breakaway speed. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, I love him a lot. I think he'll be there in the 6th. Might be there in the 7th. But like this is if you don't get anybody for the first 3-4 rounds, I mean, I hope the Chiefs do. But you got to get him. He's circled twice on my sheet.
I think another guy who I think actually might be the best out of the guys I have listed here, probably maybe my favorite is Jamari Taylor, the running back for Virginia. There's just nothing that he doesn't do well. Like his vision is awesome. His lateral movement and agility is amazing. He runs through contact. He's fast enough to have an explosive play. He just looks like when you say like, what does a 3-down running back look like? He looks like a 3-down running back. Like maybe he's not the greatest at anything, but he does everything well, right? And so he's almost like a little bit shiftier Kareem Hunt when he was coming out in my book, and which
I mean, Kareem Hunt was very shifty. Ooh.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad comp to have next to your name. So I like him a lot.
I'm curious. There's another guy here on this list. I'm not sold on him. Robert Henry Jr. Like, why do you like him?
So listen, he's probably my 5th guy on this list. I think he's big enough to run in the NFL. He's not overly fast, but I think he runs counter really, really well. He's got good vision and he's able to cut on a dime and get outside. Will he be able to have the speed to get outside and pull away in the NFL? That remains to be seen. But I do think that he has the vision, and he's able to go one direction and cut back and find a hole. There's multiple runs that I like. If you watch the game of him versus Texas A&M, which is probably the stiffest competition he played all year, there's multiple times where the first hole was closed and he was able to cut it back and then find a new hole and get like 10, 15 positive yards. He broke away for a 77-yard touchdown in that game. So I think that he does enough things really nice and really well that I think that he could be an asset at the next level.
All right. Just curious.
But then, honest to God, my favorite guy on this list might be this last guy here, Eli Heidenreich.
Heidenreich.
Fullback for Navy, quote unquote fullback for Navy, but he only ran for 400 yards and caught for 900 this year. So he looks like if Julian Edelman was in Christian McCaffrey's body.
Yes, that's honestly the best part about
It's exactly what he looks like and plays like, and so he can run the ball. Like he has the ball in his hands. He can run the ball. He's pretty good at running. He's just He's such a good receiver, though. Too, he's short armed, but like he made multiple one-arm handed catches this year. He's great. He's a great route runner. He's a mismatch coming out of the backfield. He's really agile.
He's kind of like Hughes check.
Yeah. Only better. I think he's better than Hughes check.
It's because, like, I mean, I watched Heidenreich when it came to the Army-Navy game right before the bowl game started, or it might have been a bowl game. Heck, didn't Navy make a bowl game? I remember watching him at least. I watched 2 games of him this season. I know that for a fact. And, I mean, I love him because of the name, Heidenreich, and Heidenreich, WWE guy. I mean, you just heard me just sing his little intro.
Of course you would like him because it's like a German, Aryan name. Of course you love him. The third Heidenreich. Is that what you liked it? Yeah. Okay, Kramer. Cool.
That's actually pretty good, actually. Oh man. Walking me to a corner here. I mean, I've also made the joke of like Sam Howell with the Halaban.
Yeah,
Halaban. Sorry, that's that. I don't know. I mean, I might get us canceled now.
No.
But I like Heidenreich a lot. Dude's a bowling ball, and he has great hands. Hands.
If you want to say like, okay, the Chiefs aren't going to be able to get like one of the top wide receivers in the draft because they're going to draft a pass rusher in round 1, right? If you want to say like they draft Emmett Johnson in round 3 and then Heidenreich with their final pick in the draft,
I love it,
and say, fuck it, we're still not going to run the ball. We're still just going to throw it to our running backs. Okay, because these 2 guys are probably the 2 best receiving backs in college football, and they're electric. And so I would not fully be mad about it. Any other guys that you want to pop off about running back sleepers before we get out of here today?
I mean, you kind of hit it when you put Black on this list. I'm like, yes, like he was the one. Like he's to be the one that got away. That I'm hoping I hope he has a great NFL. Honestly, I hope all these guys have great NFL careers. But if the Chiefs don't get him and he ends up being a stud, like 6th, 7th rounder, and we've already seen these 7th round running backs come through very quickly in the Chiefs organization. Or if you even want to go back to Darwin Thompson to throw a name out there, I come on, like. I love Black a lot. I do.
Well, we've seen your wife. We know that.
I like my coffee. How I like my women.
Yeah, you like your coffee like your women. Black with a little bit of cream.
It better be my cream.
All right. Well, enjoy shitting your pants. We'll talk to you soon. We love you guys. We'll talk to you guys next week.